What's good, world? It's your boy Stefan. Welcome to the video. Let's chat it up today. I'm shooting this a little earlier because if you've been following my stories and my posts, we got the Halloween show this weekend. It's a little dance show we put together. It's a good time if you're in the city, Owensboro, come check it out. But let's chat it up. We're gonna talk it up about honesty game and body game and how they go hand in hand. It's going to be an interesting little talk because we're going to be talking about two different topics, but they are actually kind of the same. And I want to give a shout out to the one, the only, Dr. Jordan B. Peterson, author of 12 Rules for Life. One of the chapters in this book really helped me personally and others improve our relationship to honesty. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one, but a good one and a fun one. And one of those that creates long-term, powerful effects. It goes way beyond just our image, all right? But it has a little to do with our image. So let's dive into this boy. Honesty game and body game. Whenever we're talking about honesty, all right, I love rule number 8 in Dr. Jordan P. and 12 Rules for Life, okay? Rule number 8 is, he says, tell the truth or at least don't lie. So whenever we talk about honesty, all right, this is the rule that we're going by. And I'm not going to dive too much into this book because I just want to encourage you to read it, check it out if you want to. But that's what we mean by honesty, all right? Tell the truth or at least don't lie, okay? Now, how does this influence our body game? So whenever I've been talking about body game, shout out to Ron Wills, who kind of, I don't know if he coined the term body game, but I've heard him say it in his videos, and I like it. Whenever we talk about body game, we're also talking about not just your image and your physique and all that stuff, but it's also, most importantly, about your energy. That is the main part of body game, right? Your energy. And your energy has everything to do with your confidence, your sex appeal, your drive, your mission, your purpose, your state. What state of mind are you coming from? Coming from love, acceptance? Are you like coming from like a desperate place, desperate energy, angry place? All right, that has a lot to do with body game as well. And so honesty. I have a question for you. Can you lie? Can we lie a lot and be dishonest and still feel good about ourselves while we do it? Can we lie to people we care about? Small lies and big lies. Or beat around the bush lies. Can we do that to people we care about? And even people we don't really care too much about, and still feel confident? And can we do that, and then whenever people say, are you an honest person? Are you a truthful person? Are you somebody I can rely on? Can we then look these people in the eyes and say, yeah, and feel really good about it on the inside? I think if you can, it might be a problem. But me personally, I couldn't, okay? And I know most of us have a hard time doing that. And whenever we do, we just feel really bad. And then it just, what it does is, which influences the body game, it really starts to kill out our confidence, okay? And all these lies begin to pile up in the back of our head. And we don't know, first off, you got to keep up with them. That's exhausting. First off, you got to make them. You got to make them up. Sounds fun. All right? But then, which is the more exhausting part, you got to keep up with it. Yep. And then on top of that, whenever we go out and about and we speak to people, we know we are dishonest. And we know we got all this bullshit. In which case, that vibe, that energy is going to come off. All right? So dishonesty affects us so much, just our overall energy, that it's going to influence our body game. Versus whenever we know that we are really honest. We've been honest with ourselves. We've been honest with others. And when we know that, and then we go out and we do things, and we don't have to have the baggage of keeping up with all the lies. We don't have to deal with that anymore. Imagine how free we can feel, right? So, reason number one, and I'm going to get into 3 reasons on how they go hand in hand, but reason number 1 is that body game is energy. And being dishonest is going to mess up our energy, all right? Reason number 2. I wrote down some notes because this one was kind of off the top of the dome. Reason number 2 is our confidence. Confidence affects our level of execution. All right? So what this means is, and I kind of referenced this in the last one, it begins to pile up. We have a hard time communicating with people and feeling good about it because we're so dishonest about things. And then we start to lose confidence. And as we start to lose confidence, we don't believe in ourselves anymore. We start believing in ourselves. And as we stop doing that, the energy goes away. And then if we don't have the energy, we're going to not do as much of what? We're not going to take as much action. As a matter of fact, what we're probably going to start doing, because we feel so bad about being dishonest, we're probably going to start self-sabotaging ourselves. All right? In the forms of eating bad foods. For some people it's drinking. For some people it's heavier drugs. For some people it's just being over emotional and causing drama with people you don't need to be causing drama with. This manifests itself in many ways. But then we do that. All right? And it's going to mess up our action. And if we ain't taking the action, if we ain't doing the practice, if we ain't showing up to at least practice, then it's going to mess up our body game. We ain't going to have the energy. We ain't going to have the motivation to practice because we just feel like little pieces of poo. We ain't going to feel good. We ain't going to have the energy. And don't even get me started on just karma within itself. What it can do to us, but that's a different talk within itself. So, honesty is going to give you confidence. Whenever you are honest with yourself and others, it's going to give you that confidence. You're going to have that energy. Because first off, you were scared to be honest. If I'm honest, they're going to get mad at me. They're going to get upset. It may ruin my life. Everybody's going to hate me. But you're still honest anyway. And then because you're still honest anyway, you realize, you go out there, you tell them the truth. Hey, I did this, I said that. Or I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And then you know what? It works itself out and you survive. And then you're like, dang, I got over a fear. I did something good. My relationship is probably stronger with this individual because I was honest. Man, what else can I go out there and tackle? What else have I been scared of that if I just did it, I'd feel this way again? Reason number 2 is because it affects our confidence, and our confidence will affect our level of execution and moving forward. Reason number 3, why honesty game. Which, remember, whenever we're talking about honesty, we're going by Dr. Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules for Life. Let me find it. Rule number 8. Tell the truth. I don't know if it's focusing or not. Tell the truth, or at least don't lie. That's what we mean by honesty, all right? I remember, and then I'm going to get to reason number 3. I remember whenever I was a kid in middle school, that's whenever the kids started fighting more often, you know? Kids started getting really mean. And one time, I just didn't want to get bullied anymore, so I just made up a story that I got jumped by like 3 dudes from a different school. It's really dumb. I got jumped by 3 dudes from a different school, and I told my friends that I beat them all up. Just wanted to make me look tougher, so I like told that lie. And then the thing was, I remember like this started to click. Like, I think I may have made up like one more lie of a fight that I got in that I won that I didn't really get into. And I remember like telling people that those lies, and then there'd still be times that people challenge me. And that confidence of a dude who, like, so I'd be in school and a kid would try to fight me or something. And that confidence of a guy who supposedly got jumped by 4 dudes and won, it wasn't there whenever them kids were showing up trying to beat me up in real life. It wasn't there. It's like, oh snap, these stories ain't helping too much. So, oh man, it's wild. But I stopped telling big lies like that. I stopped telling big lies like that probably around like high school, maybe. Probably early high school. And then from there, it's just kind of like small, beat around the bush lies. But they still affect our confidence. So reason number 3 of why honesty game and body game go hand in hand and how they influence each other is because if your honesty game is right, you got to be honest with yourself about where you are and what your true potential is, your true capacity is whenever it comes to your body game. You got to be honest with yourself about how you really treating your body game. Have you been taking this seriously? You got to be honest with yourself. Are you really healthy? Because see, some people, and I've been guilty of this, I've been the fool who thinks the laws of cause and effect don't apply to him. Heard that from a guy named Sam Ovens. Don't be the fool who thinks the laws of cause and effect don't apply to you. I was like, psh. Right? So honesty, reason number 3, some people, they are dishonest with themselves. They're like, no, it's all right. It's okay if I don't take care of my body game. Then they'll lie and say that they are really, really healthy already. And they'll say that they're feeling really, really good. And then there'll be another level of dishonesty that may happen. Sometimes this doesn't happen, all right? So there are always outliers. 7-something billion people on the planet, right? And then the third layer is they'll say, I don't even care about my body game and I don't want to improve it deep down inside. But deep down, if the honesty game was strong and they were telling the truth and at least not lying, like Jordan Peterson says in his book, 12 Rules of Life, 12 Rules for Life. If they were honest, they really would want to change, right? Deep down they are motivated, but they just haven't figured out how to do it. And that's understandable. Respect. And then 2, we'd be honest and be like, yo, I'm actually not even feeling too well, all right? I'm not feeling too well about it. And I ain't feeling too good whenever my body game ain't right and whenever I'm not working on it and reaching my capacity, you know? So, those are 3 reasons why they go hand in hand. And I hope this video, like it did, this tip did me, just being honest, it helps me. People have talked to me about my confidence. Being more honest had to be honest with myself. I wasn't happy with how I was treating my health. I wasn't happy that I wasn't exercising. Whenever I was in college, I was like, man, I got to be honest with myself. I'm not really putting in work. Right? I had to be honest with myself. I'm like, Stephen, you could probably start pumping out more of these videos and get back on YouTube and put more content on YouTube so people can just get easier access to these videos. And you can just provide more value, Stephen. You'll probably get better at that. You ain't doing enough. So here we are. But I'm gonna wrap this one up. Before I do, let me ask you. Let's get some action steps real quick. I've been slacking on the action steps. Let's get some action steps. One, think about some things that you've been dishonest about. Maybe some of the fears you have around it, okay? And think about how you're gonna go about being more honest in those situations, okay? Or at least not telling lies. That's step one. Actually, that's the main step. What are the things that you've been dishonest about, and how can you be more honest with it? This could go relationships, could go yourself. Actually, in life, honesty, right? What's something you've been dishonest about? Write it down, and how you're going to be more honest, okay? 2, let's talk about your body game. What's something you've been dishonest about whenever it comes to your body game? And how you're going to start being a little bit more honest and how you're going to take care of that. Think about it. Write it down. That's the best way to do it. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to wrap this up because I got to get ready for the show. Super excited. If you got any questions, shoot me a message. Make sure you like, leave a comment, or whatever you really want to do. All right, it's your boy Stephen. Y'all know the drill. It's not a phase. It's a movement. Peace.